There are four main components to the collaboration with MIT. The first is professional development for our science, technology, engineering, arts and maths teachers across the world. The second is an opportunity for our students to come to the Cambridge Science Festival here in Massachusetts. The third, and perhaps the most exciting element, is an opportunity for our teachers to co-construct new materials with MIT for all of our students. And the fourth component is working with some of the world-leading experts in developing makerspaces for all of our schools.
From the beginning, MIT has been about learning by doing as much as learning by listening. The emphasis all the time in this place is on how you can make a difference in the real world.
In the future, there won't be the artificial descriptions of science versus engineering versus art, but we'll really value people who are broadly trained.
Children will learn the skills of the scientific method, how to gather data in math, and how to represent their findings in a creative way in art. But being able to transfer those skills from one silo of learning to another enables them to see problems in a much more creative way and solve those problems.
I think MIT has this combination of understanding science, analyzing things with equations, but then also going to the lab and doing the science.
Both MIT and Nord Anglia are ambitious for students. We both want our students to be the best that they can possibly be.
You find that people who do these things are doing a lot more than just narrowly processing theories or solving technical problems. They're actually being creative. They're combining ideas and insights from all over the place in areas where, by definition, they don't really know the answer yet.
STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts and Math.
MIT believes that it's the interplay between the STEAM subjects that is where we're going to find all of the latest scientific and technological developments.
It helps children learn that although they are learning individual disciplines, they are going to find ways to put them together, which enables them in the future to go out into the big wide world and realise that it all links to everything else.
It teaches students to be creative, to think outside the box. So it's okay to bring in information from science when you're working in math because it might help you solve the problem.
A great example of STEAM in today's society is the Apple computer, which provides cutting-edge technology with something that's really aesthetically pleasing. Teaching our students through a STEAM curriculum also helps them to see that there's more than just the traditional science, technology, engineering, arts and math subjects on their own. But there are opportunities where subjects combine to form interesting new subjects such as bioengineering and biotechnology, which are at the forefront of the latest technological developments in society.
Today is day one of STEAM Week in Boston. We all met in the pavilion where we had the chance to mingle with NAS students from all over the world, and afterwards were divided into 4 sports teams: the Bruins, Patriots, Red Sox and the Celtics. We then walked to the MIT campus where we had a tour and were challenged with a series of puzzles. The whole experience was surreal, and although I have only been here for one day, I am captivated by the culture and principles of the MIT students.
Soon after lunch, we moved into our next program, the Engineer Project. We met a former student at MIT and she spoke to us about the 3 stages of product design and engineering. We were able to analyze toys and evaluate them. As well as this, we created a hot wire cutter by making a circuit using the metal wire, nichrome and batteries. The experience of MIT is just amazing. Already I am indulged in the learning. Former president of MIT stated, "Having an education at MIT is like drinking from a fire hose."
Welcome to Maven. Here we learned how to produce different mediums of music using turntables. I found it really interesting and fun to create my own soundtracks. We then designed our own music, layering different sounds and developing them through the use of Launchpad. The music you hear is our creation.
Today, in our Trashion workshop, we worked with a partner and MIT students to design clothes using only recycled materials. We learned that we could still create cool and interesting clothing out of scrap materials. Our greatest challenge was figuring out how to create our designs using the limited resources that were available. After we had finished making our creations, we got to show them off in a fashion show. Overall, I think the activity was incredibly fun and we all really enjoyed seeing the finished Trashion.
Welcome to North Anglia Education's 2009 at MIT. Here we learn how to work in a team and cooperate to get the same goal at the end.
The activity was introduced by a current professor at MIT who told us all the aspects of creating our toy or game. The process involved 3 steps: idea, model, and test. Our task was to make a toy or game that was safe and fun.
Our teams first had to brainstorm ideas to get the best one. I really enjoyed all the stages of creating our toys, as all of them made us go one step closer to success.
We have learned that brainstorming idea to get our final goal is great and helpful, as everyone has different ideas, and together we can make something inspirational and new.